It is dark and it is foggy out. Dark and foggy. Oh, we um we are definitely getting closer to the winter for sure. I can't tell if we have a clear sky or if it's cloudy up there. It's hard to tell, but it's definitely it's definitely foggy. Molly is on. She is on the hunt for something as she drags me along down the driveway. Good morning. I see we got one in the chat. I hope the stream is looking well and sounding good. Maybe not, because they're gone. I can barely see the road out here. Looks like things are gonna probably brighten up a little bit. It is definitely dark in the driveway. We have a lot of overhead. The canopy of the trees are above us. Makes it hard to see. Come on. I have Colleen with me.
Morning.
We're doing our morning walk live stream series as we've been doing for, well, this is, I think, week 2. We've done I think I've done 6 or 7 of them, maybe more, maybe 8. But it's a little brighter here as we go on our walk. We're gonna have to start bringing a flashlight if this continues. Although, when did we change the clocks? Is that in November? Do you know?
November 9th or something?
Yeah, so let's see. Do we fall back? Yeah, so we fall back. So right now it's 6:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that means we'll be doing this at what would be now 7:30 or so a.m. So it'd be a little lighter out, I think, once we change the clocks. It's getting a little brighter out. It's definitely darker out here. The trees are every day. The trees change more. There's this one set of trees here. Let me switch the camera. Change the camera. So there's this one set of trees here, which every day I come out and they're more red and more orange than they were the day before. There's Molly doing her walk. You would think every day she walks, she would get used to some of the smells, but every walk for her is like it's a brand new experience. She's I don't know what she smells. I'm sure there's all kinds of critters that come out in the evening, and she's smelling every one of them and leaving pea mail where she can. She's a good pup. Colleen and I would go on these walks and we take pictures of the trees and plants. Yesterday, Molly and I were doing our walk and we were taking pictures of mushrooms and grape leaves.
Yeah.
you know.
The mushrooms, there's so many different varieties of mushrooms right now. They're really beautiful.
Yeah, they're almost gone by now, but
They were so
there's
strange.
still a few. There's still a few that we can see. Said a lot of them have gone by. Insect flying in my face. Come on this way. We went that way yesterday. I can tell it's getting brighter already. It's funny how quick it lightens up. They said it's going to be around 70 degrees today, which is pretty warm for the second week of October. It's getting cooler as we push towards Halloween. All's Hallows Eve. Everybody ready for Halloween? Get your candy and hey, good morning. I see someone's in the chat. It's hard to tell. I see that there's one there, but I can't tell who it is on my mobile device. But we have Colleen here.
Good morning.
And they're gone. And Molly.
She's so cute. She's like, oh.
She's smelling something.
Huh.
I don't know what. I think it was a fox, perhaps. Maybe it was a turkey.
Turkeys, or maybe it was another dog.
Come on, Molly. Molly, come on. Come on. Hey, come on. Ooh. Gonna knock us down. She's quite the puller. So as I stream this, I don't know if we have lag or not. I seem to have a pretty good signal, but I need to learn how to correct that if it's happening. Not sure how to do it. I watch these people do all these live streams with their phones and things, and they're in Disney World or wherever they are, some national park, and their streams look really nice. They hardly have any issues unless maybe they go into a building where there's a ride or something. They'll get a little bit of lag that way, but hopefully this stream is working, looking well, and sounding well. Yeah, more and more leaves on the ground. They're falling as we speak. Where did this year go? Did this year seem to fly by? Yes. It really did.
Can you believe what we achieved in a year?
I know. It's October already. It's hard to believe. I haven't done as much RVing as I hoped. Maybe we can get one more weekend under our belt before we have to put it away for the winter. Living here in the Northeast, we get the freeze, so we can't leave the plumbing wet. We store it outside, so we don't have any warm place to put it. And so that means we have to drain out all the water and make sure that the gray tank and the black tank are empty. And although those should be empty anyway, you never leave them full, warm or cold weather. But yeah, we'll be doing that soon. So like I said, I'd like to get one more RVing trip in before that. Molly is right on the move tonight. She would definitely take off if I didn't have her on the lead. She gets on the scent and won't stop until, most likely until she loses the scent or finds whatever she's looking for, which I'm sure would be rare. But she's having a good time. It's good to get her out. It's 6:42 Eastern Standard Time here in the somewhat warm Northeast. It's not too chilly. I'm out here with my short sleeve shirt on, and I don't think we're gonna need any jacket today. Come on. Today at work, I'll be out in the field. I work indoors and outdoors. Today I have some field work to do, and I have a meeting, so I'll be in and out. But I don't think I'm going to need any jackets today. So we've turned around and we're heading back to the house. Go back and have another cup of coffee, and then make our way to the job. Yesterday was a holiday for me. I had Monday off, and I had taken last Friday off to meet a delivery at the house. We've been working on the kitchen, and we had a cabinet that had gotten damaged at the first delivery, so that came in. What are you doing? So I had a 4-day weekend. We were busy though. We had 2 weddings, one on Saturday and one on Sunday, which kind of, is nice, but took away our time to do stuff for ourselves, which it is what it is. You have family and friends. Those are the things that you do for your family and friends. And way back in ancient times when I got married, people came to our wedding back in the olden days when we originally got married. Seems like a long time ago. It seems long ago, but it seems like yesterday.
I was going to say, it doesn't seem too long ago.
I have very vivid memories of that day. Many moons ago. Certainly getting brighter now. It's only been about 15 minutes or so. Not sure exactly what time. 13 minutes and 50 seconds. So doesn't take long for the sun to come up. Haven't had one person come in that stayed. I don't know if that's due to the lag or just...
Maybe they stumble on you and then decide they don't have time to rest because they're getting ready for work.
Well, and it may be early for some people. I mean, we have subscribers all over the world. Depending on what part of the world you're in, you could be at work. You could still be sleeping. So I know we have a lot of friends that are in the Midwest, United States, and in the western side, and it's 2 and 3 hour difference there. So it's like 4 in the morning still, 3 or 4 in the morning, some parts of the country. So, and then over in Europe in India and those areas, Philippines, they've already been going for the day. They may be getting close to being done for their day, pushing the afternoon. So crazy how the times are, where the sun comes up, depending on where you're at on the planet. Very interesting. Oh, you know what she saw? Possibly a leaf. She thought it was something else. Come on. Trying to get a picture of her. Good morning. I see we got one in the chat. Hope you're having a good day. Is your day just starting, or have you been going for a while today? Oh, J&N Travels, good morning. How are you guys doing? You're up early today. Stopping in to say hi while we do our walk with Molly. We're on the last leg of the journey here, which is about, we try to drag it out to a half an hour, but it was awfully dark when we got up this morning. I was saying when we started, we're definitely pushing towards winter. Clocks will be changing soon, and then it'll be brighter when we do these. I'm going to continue to keep doing them. We did one on Saturday. I don't think we did one on Sunday or Monday. Aha. Do you work at night? Or do you work? Are you retired? I don't know a whole lot about you guys. I do know that you live in New Hampshire, which is cool. Come on, Molly. Come on. Colleen's here too this morning. John and Nancy are in the chat.
It's an early morning.
Yeah, it's definitely early.
I'm surprised we get anybody in the chat.
Let's see. Time. Yeah. It's 6:49. Oh, okay. You work either second or third shift. Okay, that makes sense why you'd be going to bed at 7. I totally get that. I hope you had a good night at work. Just say hello, Colleen.
Hello.
Yeah, so we get up, we start our day at 5, and we get dressed and have coffee, and then we come out to do our walk. We've been walking all summer. Nancy works second shift. Okay. Yeah, I used to work second shift back in the day, before I worked for the fire department. I mean, that shift becomes, those are 24-hour shifts. Back when I was a line firefighter. But I worked at Coca-Cola in Salem, and I worked second shift, which was different. Once you start doing it, you get used to it for sure. I didn't mind the second shift. I definitely liked working. Hey, Art, Abandoned Adventures. Good morning. How are you? Nice to see you in. We do our morning walks and chat with Molly and Colleen. Colleen's here too. Yeah, we used to. I liked the fire department shifts that I had. We worked 24 hours, and then I'd have 2 or 3 days in a row off. Yeah, we do have a lot of energy at this hour. We get up at 5, so I have to be to work for about 7:30ish or so. My day doesn't officially start until 8 o'clock, but my job, we have work for the fire department, so we have a shift change or a shift transition. So being part of the executive staff, I have to go in and brief the offgoing crew and the oncoming crew for the day. So work second and third most of your life. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. A lot of people like working in those shifts. I was saying to John and Nancy that I worked second shift for a long time, and the first week or two it's kind of weird. Used to getting up in the daylight and going to bed in the dark, but you get used to it, and I actually liked it. And then of course I was explaining when I was on the fire department, I still am, but when I was working what they called shift work, you go in, you work bell to bell, they call it. We'd go in at 7 or 8 a.m. and you don't leave until 7 or 8 a.m. the next day. Where I work now, the firefighters work from 8 until 8, and then so at the beginning of their rotation, they'll work 8 to 8, and they'll have 24 hours off, and then they come back for another 24, and then they have 5 days in a row off. Now, that's not a bad schedule. I'd like to be able to have that schedule. I mean, unfortunately, my position requires me to be there every day, so Monday through Friday. So I work a typical banker's day. My official time is 8 to 4. You've never worked 9 to 5. Yeah, like I was saying, some people like to work the different shifts. Um, I wouldn't knock any of it. It's too bad we have to work at all, or at least work for someone. Working for yourself would be better. Be able to do what you want, come and go, but it is what it is. Like I said, it was hard when I first started on the fire department. It was strange to go in at 8 o'clock and then you're there all day through the night. You go to bed there, and then if you don't have any calls in the night, you get up in the morning like you would at home, kind of like your second home. Yeah, it can be a dangerous schedule for those folks. There were shifts, and there are shifts where those folks, they don't get to sleep. I mean, I know for me, I never actually got to make up my bed for the night, because you go on calls all day into the evening. We're EMS based as well, so we have ambulances and we go on medical calls. The town that I work in, we have the interstate runs through it, so we get a lot of calls on the highway. Yeah, I don't know how Colleen dealt with that. So Art was saying that Art of Band Adventures was saying that his best friend's or her best friend's dad was a fireman, and I can remember how she would shake whenever she heard a fire truck. I don't know how she dealt with that knowing I was at the station.
I'm really good at compartmentizing, so no news is good news.
Right.
Unless there's a reason to be concerned, there's no reason to be concerned. You can listen to the call and you can hear if there's been a problem.
Yeah.
You're not going to miss it if a firefighter's down. You're going to hear it. Then you start to get sick to your stomach.
The family of firefighters and police officers, they have to deal with different stress when their loved ones are working. Like Colleen was saying, I have a radio, usually like a scanner, that she can hear the calls when I'm at work. Now, my position now is I'm working in a regular 8-hour day. I still get to go on the calls, but now I'm in a what we call a command role. So I'm pretty much a boss and telling people what they need to do. You owe your life to 3 wonderful firefighters who pulled you out of a fire in January. It was on life support for, oh my gosh. I hope you're okay now. My goodness. Um, yeah, I mean, that reason right there is one of the reasons why I've done the job for 40 years. I like to help people. I like to be part of the solution. And if we can make a difference every day, that's something that I've tried to do in my life. Um, you know, we don't really think much about it as firefighters, but we certainly do dedicate ourselves to serve our friends and neighbors and make sure that they're okay. And that's not just through fighting the fires, but it's through education as well. Part of my job is I'm in fire prevention, so we so to get to you and your mom, they had to go past the actual blaze, then pull us through the flame only exit. Still recovering in a nursing home. My gosh. Well, I hope you're gonna recover quickly. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your mom's okay as well. Um, or is that your mom in the nursing home? Um, yeah, fire is a bad thing. It's terrible, and it's is the smoke. It's usually the smoke that ends up injuring people mostly. You can't smell smoke when you're fully asleep. You can't smell it, and that's why we have smoke detectors um, and CO detectors. I mean, CO, carbon monoxide, is a odorless, colorless gas, and you can't. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, um, I'm glad you're safe though. Honestly. Um, well, I appreciate you guys coming in. It's almost 7 o'clock, so I got to hit the road. But I always end my streams in the morning with showing the flag. There's our country's flag, one of the best things ever. A lot of people have given their life and put their safety on the line so that we can hang this flag out and do streams like this and speak our mind. And America, United States, is one of the greatest countries in the world. I consider it the best because that's where I live. But I appreciate everybody coming in. God bless America. God bless you all. I hope you stay safe, and we appreciate you coming into the stream. So that's going to do it for me. My name is Jimmy. I am the Astute Tourist, and we'll see you later.